Hey guys, this is gamingwithtape, and today you join me for another episode of Subscriber Designs. And today I'm just taking a nice little jaunt in my plane sent to me from Spearton. This is the F2222, which I guess is just a development designation. But yeah, we're just taking a nice little, you know, peaceful jaunt. But then we look back and, oh god boys, we've picked up a Jerry! And now we have a biplane on our 6, and we've got to get away from this biplane. Yeah, I also got sent a biplane from Austin, so I thought it would be fun, given that I had two propeller planes, to have some kind of weird air combat between this really big, cool, propeller kind of transport plane, maybe a political envoy, being attacked by some kind of biplane, which I assume this is World War I and it's German, hence me calling it a Jerry. But this doesn't just have, you know, engines to escape. It also has some Lewis guns, so we're gonna try and shoot back at this guy over here. This, of course, Lewis guns being British, so I guess this is a British transport plane trying to bring some people into Europe, and the German, well, a German is trying to shoot us down. Now, this isn't actually the exact same design as was sent to me by Spearton, because I've upgraded the engines a little bit, because it didn't really have enough power for what we're, you know, doing right now. It had just had these divine wind engines, which are pretty weak from, you know, my knowledge of collaborative Fall of Kerbal. Anyway, we're not doing a very good job of fighting this guy off. He's going to shoot us down in no time. The Kaiser will be most happy. I don't know why it's World War I, but it's a biplane, so it makes sense. We'll just put some guard mode on there, try and shoot him a bit. But he's, ooh, yeah, shoot him up. I'm actually not sure what mod ooh, did we hit him? No, I'll shoot him myself. Not sure what, what mod the Lewis gun comes from, but I like it. It's one of these British guns. It actually has 3. It's got one on the top, one on the bottom, and one on the front. So if I can get myself pointing towards this guy, he'll be down in no time. This is a surprisingly maneuverable plane once you upgrade the engines. Oh, there we go. Beautiful shot. Ripped off some wing. Get him as he runs away. You're not getting back to your fatherland today. Was it still the fatherland in World War I? I don't know. It's a gap in my knowledge, I guess. Looks like that guy's actually spun out now. Oh no, he's good. Oh shit, dog. He's gonna light me up. He hasn't been shooting that much, actually. I've been kind of dominating him with my giant plane, but I do have turrets, which makes it a little easier. I'm actually pretty bad at leaving my shot as well, because it's not giving me one of those hit boxes where you're supposed to shoot like BD Armory sometimes does, which is kind of annoying, because those are really useful. To know where to shoot is quite useful when trying to shoot. Oh, we're on his 6 now. Oh, we've got him now. And, oh my god, that was the worst. How did I not get more shots off at him? Alright. We're going to turn around and take him down. We won't let this guy get to us. Yeah, I've taken to doing slightly more interesting intros to my subscriber designs, if you haven't noticed. And this was today's, you know, just instant gunfight. Thought it would spice things up a little bit. Not quite the production value of the last one, but, you know. Alright. Shoot him down. Shoot him down. We will take a proper look at this biplane later as well, because it's very nicely built. But, you know, I'm mostly taking a look at this plane after I've... Oh my god, just die! There we go. Come on, that's got to be it. I think now he has an even number of wings again. Just guard mode it. I don't know why I'm trying to shoot myself. Oh, it looks like he's going down, actually. See you later, Jerry. I hope Jerry isn't still, like, really offensive. You get, you know, it's World War I. That's why I'm doing that. Anyway, but yes, this is the plane sent to me by Spearton. It's really nice. The thing that attracted me to it, of course, was the cool-looking engines that drop down from these kind of top-mounted wings on these struts, and I just think it looks really nice. And the Lewis guns also made me think, this could be fun. Like I said, I did upgrade the engines. Before it had 2 divine wind engines, and they were a bit... they're pretty weak. I mean, combined together they provide a little bit of thrust, but for that it was not going to work, and I couldn't really climb with them. So I just put a couple of these bumblebees on just because I know they work really well. And obviously this can carry quite a few passengers. I've got infinite fuel on right now, so I also don't have a ton of fuel, but I really like it aesthetically. It's just a nice looking plane, kind of the kind of thing you might expect Indiana Jones to jump out of. I sort of have a fantasy in my head of being like a old-timey British sort of explorer. You know, flying around your propeller plane, but I guess, but that's probably more of a fantasy than anything else. But yeah, it would be nice to travel around on a propeller plane. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's a cool plane, fun intro. Anyway, let's go take a look at the at the biplane now, and then move on to some other stuff. And nailed it. Perfect landing. Alright, let's go see the biplane. So yes, now we're taking a look at the biplane from Austin, and it's just called biplane, you know, pretty simple. And it's actually really nice. It's got a totally custom body made out of these wing connectors. I think these are procedural wings that it's using, and it's just really nice. I just really liked how it looked, and it kind of made sense for my whole starting thing. And yeah, I'm going to go and try and fly through the bridge right now. It's not too much to say about it. I mean, it is armed. It has itself a 50 caliber machine gun, a Browning A and M2, which I think is 50 caliber. Yeah, it uses 50 cal ammo, so I guess so. Yeah. Alright, let's go and fly through. The 50 cal would be quite a big thing for a World War I plane. I mean, there were some 50 caliber weapons on World War I planes. I think the French used a 50 caliber weapon, but most of the time I think it was just 30 cal kind of stuff, you know, because you didn't carry that much weight on a biplane. So 30 cal gave you a lot more. You could carry a lot more ammo. Anyway, let's go and fly through this plane, fly through this bridge, and oh, nailed it-ish. I mean, that's better than before. I clipped off a bit of wing instead of clipping off a bit of space center, so that's good. Yes, and then let's go and land on the helipad because, fuck it, I can probably... Oh no, I fucked up. Alright, we can totally land on this. Oh, I've stalled the plane. Okay, that was a really bad stall. That was like the worst stall I've ever done. Like, full on just died. Well, anyway, there was no Kerbal in it, so any landing you walk away from and all is good. So let's move on to the next thing. Thank you, Austin, for this. So the next plane we're taking a look at comes to me from Henning, and this is the EWR VJ101, and it's a VTOL, and it has a tilt engine design, which means these vertical engines tilt. So there is a long list of instructions for the things I should be doing to make this work, and I'm going to follow them because it's a little complicated. But yeah, so you launch the craft, you hit brake, you throttle up. It doesn't actually say to do that in the instructions, but you just throttle up to max. You hit SAS, and you're ready. Then you hit stage, and what that does is it decouples the engines. So these are the tilt engines. They are able to tilt around, and yeah, so they're in VTOL mode right now. So we're gonna stage again to throttle them up, switch back to the plane, hit 1. That activates the front lifting engines, and with this cool little kind of visual thing like you'd expect on like a lifting fan. That just looks really cool. I really like it. And then it vertically takes off. You get up to about 100 meters, and then you switch to the tilt engines, go to 45 degrees, and that's about... Ooh, that's a little much. Oh, that's a little much. I was supposed to do something else. No? Okay, that's a little odd. It's gone a little bit pear-shaped, but I think I can recover this. Yeah, and then just tilt them a little more. So like that, about 45 degrees. Okay, so now it's still going up, and it is going forward. And then you've got to wait till you get to about 90 meters per second, according to the instructions. And then, alright. And then, yeah, so we're going to get to 90 meters per second, and then tilt the engines forward, and we're ready to go. So that's a bit of a long takeoff sequence, but it's really cool, and I do really like it. So we're still on the tilt engines right now. So we actually have to switch back to the plane, throttle back to half, and then switch back to these and tilt them forward to about 10 degrees, although when you put them there, they just sort of lock. So there we go, now we're all a plane again, and we're flying. So it's a bit of a long takeoff sequence. Took me a little while to get the first time because I'm not the smartest of men. Oh, we can also turn off the lifter fan now. We don't really need that. And we have ourselves a flying plane. Pretty cool. I always like a bit of... when people make their own kind of gears in this game. So how's this done? So this is all on like a bearing, I guess. So it's made of... Huh. How the bloody hell is this done? So how do you... Where's it connected? Huh. So you can see there's a bunch of like bearing-y things in here. But those just look like they're made of thermometers. Maybe there's some... and there's some RCS ports. Are those... Maybe... Okay, let's investigate. Let's investigate a bit. We'll quick save, because I don't want to have to do all that again. So yeah, we're going to quick save. We're going to... 2 releases the engines. So we'll switch to the tilt engines, tilt them up. And I think what it... No, it's not that. What I thought it... What? What is this magic? What is happening here? So this is rotating about something, and I think there's some I think there's some like offset going on, so nothing's all connected. But these thermometers just appear to be aesthetic. So what the I have no idea how this works. Well, that's interesting. It's magic. It's actual magic. I don't know what's happening, because it doesn't look like this is rotating about anything. This is just by itself, and I'm sure there's some mystery bearing somewhere, but I can't find it for the life of me. Anyway, really cool plane, really sneakily done, pretty elegant bearing. Usually they have to be giant and clunky, but this is done really nicely. Anyway, so apparently you can VTOL land it. I sort of tried, but didn't do it with the instructions. So what I should really be doing okay, so to land, what I have to do, activate action group 2, okay? Throttle to 1/2. I guess also turn action group 1 on. Throttle to 1/2, switch to tilt engines, activate SAS, throttle to 1/2 to 2/3 on these, which I'm doing. Rotate to 90 degrees, so like that. Okay. Switch to plane, pitch to 10 degrees. Okay, we're not going to go for the VAB landing. I think that will be a little bit too difficult. So we pitch to 10 degrees, wait until my horizontal speed is 90 degrees, control your vertical speed with the front engine's landing gear. Okay, cool, so just like that. So just kind of pitch up a bit, and oh wow, look at that. So you can see these engines, as I pitch, are just going to stay fixed pointing downward. That's the beauty of this plane. And that means I can just use my pitch to control my vertical, my horizontal speed. Wow, that's a nice little design element. I guess it's inherent in this kind of thing, but that is really cool. That's a really smart, like, it's just a really, that's cool. That's why these work so well, I guess. Because my vertical speed is just going to be maintained, and I can just kind of do this. Alright, I'm going to throttle up a little more on the front engine, because I feel like it's fucking me up just a bit. But yeah, this should be a pretty nice landing. Last time I tried to VTOL, there were some explosions with this, but I have to say, you know, not bad. And then we can just sort of back it on up. Oop, fuck. I'm going to throttle up a little more and switch to the tilt engines and throttle up a little more on these, because we are coming in a little hot, and oh, really shouldn't have pitched. That's looking good. Alright. Throttle up a little more. Coming in a little hot. A little more. Yeah! And then switch to these and throttle down, and I nailed it! Okay, yeah, that's a really cool plane. It actually flies very well normally as well. So thank you very much to Henning. This is one of the coolest designs I think I've seen in quite a while. So yeah, alright, let's move on to the final thing of today. But this was... yeah, this was awesome. Alright, so I actually kind of lied. This won't be the last craft, because this guy sent me a few, and there's... I at least want to show off 2, because there's some cool ones. So these planes, and this plane in particular, comes to me from Arvid, and that's probably how you pronounce that, Arvid? Yeah, anyway, and this is the Kerbal 747, and it is a Boeing 747. And it's a really nice rendition, actually. It's got the big kind of humpback on top. And it's just a really nice plane. So I thought I'd fly it around a bit. It's got a lot of detail to it. You can see it's kind of made from the fairly kind of standard parts, but it hasn't just used these fuselage parts by themselves. There's actually 2 on each side, and then the seam is kind of hidden with these Mark II fuselages, and it's just quite nicely designed. I really like it, and the proportions are very correct. And you can see it's got little doors on the side, cute, and its wheels are in a really good place. They're right in the middle, which is something that's not usually done in KSP, but is very realistic for actual passenger liners. You know, you'll see that their back wheels are right in the middle, and that allows you to take off, you know, fairly easily. You can see I'm just pitching up with no problem, and there we are in the air. We've got our Boeing 747, and I'm gonna fly it around a bit. Probably not try and fly it through the bridge or land it on the VAB, but you know. Anyway, and yeah, no, I just really like the detail of the wings. It's just a nice plane, as you know. I like flying stuff around. This has been a very plane-centric episode. Well, entirely plane-centric episode. We had our scrape with the Red Baron at the start, We had our cool VTOL. We had our blowing up the space center and sort of crashing a biplane, and now it's, you know, flying some big planes. The email says, how dare you challenge my big plane game? Because a while ago I said your big plane game is weak in a subscriber designs episode, and people took that upon themselves to build some pretty big planes. And yeah, so now we've got our 747, and this is a very nice big plane, and also not so big that it's like impossible to fly like the plane we had last time. Ooh, just ripped off some wing. Sure, that won't be an issue. Wow, I cannot do anything right. This is why we can't have nice things. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. And land it on the Hudson. They're going to make a film about me. They're going to make a film about all the safe landings I do. They're going to call it Sully or Tapey. Oh, there's a plane over here also that I sort of crashed a bit. Fuck. Damage looks even worse from out here. Man, there's VAB costs are getting through the roof. Anyway, let's take a look at the other one of Arvid's designs, because that one's not looking so hot. So yes, the next plane from Arvid is the Alcus Daydream, and this is really cool. It has some really weird looking wings, some like curled up wings, and I just want to see how this flies. It's got a lot of engines, and it's a kind of a, I guess, a supersonic vehicle. It's got a lot of fuel. The Boeing 747 as well actually had a lot of fuel, although I've just realised I've left infinite fuel on. So, yeah, that was on from testing earlier. So, all the planes today may have been invalid. Invalid. But nah, they were all good. But anyway, yes, the Boeing 747 from earlier actually could have had loads of fuel. I reckon it probably could have circumnavigated Kerbal. Anyway, but yeah, this is a, I guess, a supersonic, hypersonic plane, which actually took off on half throttle, and it's really cool. I don't know if it's based on anything. It kind of looks sort of almost like the Russian Concorde looking thing with the boxed engines. But yeah, it's starting to shake around a bit actually. Ooh, I wonder how fast I can get it. I'm actually not going to take it too high in the atmosphere because I want to fly it around the KFC some more. I'm going to try and get it through the bridge, because I've just cleared out the blockage in front of the bridge, so it should be way easier right now. It's the perfect time! But yeah, I reckon this probably go pretty fast, although obviously it's a very heavy aircraft. It's carrying 15,000 units of fuel. But it could go very far as well. Would make quite the supersonic bomber. Would have been very useful in collaborative warfare. Yeah. Alright. And I guess these are the rear control surfaces. It looks mean when it flies, though. It's kind of slim. It has those blazing engines and it kind of curled up wings. It looks angry. All right, can it break the sound barrier? Do you suppose? I assume so. Yeah, there we go. Sound barrier broken. And pull up a little bit. We got to turn around and get through that bridge. See, there's nothing in the way now. It's the perfect time. Were the words he spoke before he blew up the KFC. No, I really like this. I do think it would make a great tactical bomber. Actually, maybe it should be submitted to Kerbal Rising. Although I think this was sent to me a while ago. Yeah, actually, I think all the craft today were sent to me before the new year. I've been going through some old craft because, you know, often I miss stuff, and well, without Fighter Jet Showdown, I just had time to look through some older craft. It's interesting to see stuff. You get things like these weird little giant aircraft. So if you have some planes that are showing up months after you've sent them, you know why. Alright. Okay, I can totally get it through. Oh, no, I can't. Oh my god, I fucked up. Oh my god, bail! Alright. I got through the bridge, in fairness. So that's a win. Oh my god, I destroyed it for a third time. quite a not the best episode of subscriber designs for the Space Center, but I think one of the more fun ones if you like explosions. So yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the episode. Thank you to everyone who sent me stuff today. I hope you enjoyed the little thing. I started just doing little fun things at the start of these episodes just to spice them up, replace the obligatory VTOL. I hope you're enjoying them. The one at the start of this one didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to. BD Armory wouldn't play ball and things, but hey, we had a bit of a gunfight, and I got to say, look out for the Jerrys and stuff. That's always fun. Anyway, though, yeah. So if you have anything you want to send for this this series, this normal subscriber designs, get them sent in, because you know, it's always fun to see weird designs for things. And yeah, Fighter Jet Showdown, as I said last time, will be back probably in a couple of weeks or something, or maybe 3 weeks, again, after Kerbal Rising started. That's taken a little while. I expect me and Penguin are just both very busy with other things, and also it's taken a while to build stuff. We are working on it, but, you know, we've got to build these giant carriers that can build, The main problem is you got to build a space carrier that can carry a plane which is big enough to carry tanks to the surface of a planet and back. So it's a little, you know, we're working through things. But no, it's coming along well, and I think it should be around. It will be around this month. I don't promise. But yeah, anyway. So yes, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been KSP with Tape. I'll see you next time.